So today we're going to play. This is Curse of the Chupacabra. It is just a rough guide. It's going to have loads of corrections, no doubt. And it was Joe Ingenito who put me in touch with this. I made a little crappy video for him. I'm not saying that's what funded his Kickstarter, but you know, it wasn't kickstarted quite at the beginning. So you guys are on a ship sailing across the ocean. You've been on it for 3 days or so. And Ben, do you want to describe your character, Horace?
He's a dwarf, mountain dwarf miner. All his family died tragically in a horrific discovery of some kind of source. They all turned into zombie-like creatures. They began eating each other. He had to kill every single one of them. So he's a bit traumatized, like all my characters are. And he's ready for vengeance, and he's just gone on a nice little holiday before the vengeance, and then he will take out every single person that's ever crossed him.
Fair enough. Okay, so yeah, you've got this dwarf, and he's sort of, for the past 3 days, I guess, kept a lot of himself to himself. And looking at him, you would say that he's got this look in his eyes, like he's had loss, he's suffered, he's seen something that has changed him. Sort of got that empty husk about him that's sort of taken away all joy, it seems, from you. You don't know him yet, but he's just forever staring out to sea, lost in his own thoughts.
Holding his battle axe, ready to stab someone.
Jacob?
I am a turtle cleric with the homebrew greed domain. So I'm effectively Mr. Krabs, and all I ever care about is money. And because I keep all of it in my shell, you always just constantly hear it like a maraca everywhere I walk. With vast riches in my shell.
What's your personality like? Have you mingled?
Probably not. I'm very suspicious of everyone. I think that everyone's always trying to have a plot from me. I'm like a beholder.
Yeah. All right. So kept yourself to yourself. Charlie, who are you?
I am Kibble Gush, a 6-foot-tall living mushroom. I am on a quest given to me by my clan in order to prove myself worthy of actually remaining a member of the clan. And I've spent most of the time just talking to my pet plant.
Pet plant? Okay, so there's a mushroom and a plant. Describe the plant. What do you mean, a plant pot?
Yeah, it's just I just have a plant in my pocket that's really just soil and a weed in there.
Fair enough.
And I just take it out and talk to it sometimes.
And does it have a name?
Yeah, it's called Gregory.
Gregory. And are you a social animal? Have you mixed, or are you being ostracised because you're a mushroom after all?
This one tabaxi tried to eat me, and since half his face got melted off, everyone just kind of stuck away from me.
The past 3 days, yeah, you kept yourself to yourself. There's probably about another dozen people who aren't crew going to Isla Zardia. And you're heading towards Santiago, which is sunny climes for all your personal reasons. And we've got this little bit of a blurb to set us off. You find yourself on a large ship passing into the Bay of Spirits, Baia dello Spirito, en route to the exotic island Isla Zardia. The sun shines, browning the skin and warming the bones more intensely as the vessel nears the southern reaches of the island. The breeze is steady and predictable, the waves calm, and the sunlight hits the waves and makes them glitter like diamonds. Isla Zardia comes into view, as if rising from the sea. The island first appears to be a plush land of green upon green, but as you move closer, you spot the seaside port town Santiago. Approaching the island, you see Isla Zardia as if it is opening its charming arms. The tall palm leaves sway in a gentle breeze. The air is so clean, so rich in oxygen. It's almost intoxicating. The taste of salt in the air soon mixes with the refreshing flavour of beach sand. The water becomes shallow enough for passengers to look over the boat's sides and to see clear to the sandy bottom. Beautiful fish swim by the ship, seemingly oblivious to it. Even from a distance, you can see the appeal of Santiago and why it's a best kept secret for many people. A long stretch of golden beach extends its arms along the western coast outside of town. Many people occupy the beach, swimming, playing games, or relaxing. Most structures in town are built low, made of bricks, covered by plaster and paint. The baked clay tile-style roofs weather the climate well, handling monsoons and endless bright sunshine. The simple vibrancy of the place drives your erstwhile concerns deep into the recesses of your mind. 3 sets of docks line the shore after the beach. Welcome to paradise. Up on deck is Samson, and Samson has been your captain. You've had a little brief conversations with him as he's welcomed you aboard and maybe tried to get conversation out of you. And he will shout, "Land ahoy! Okay, gather your things, everyone, get by your crates, we'll be unloading. We will only keep you about 10 to 15 minutes. And have a lovely time while in this beautiful part of the world." So, other couples who were like probably maybe families and no seemingly adventurers. You were the ones that were very much weaponed up. But yeah, there's dwarves, halflings, all the usual. Excitedly getting their gear and come along, children, come on, stand by my side. All these dwarves and stuff. And so you all get by your crates. You know that your goods are on there, and the crew have started to load them onto trolleys in preparation for just wheeling them down onto the port. So you're coming up now to the passenger docks. 3 docks, and you're going to the one that's kind of marked number 1. Your ship pulls in, and the crew, generally speaking orcs, but some humans, start to muscly wheel your cargo down onto the pier. The smell of beach sand and the salty spray of waves overtakes your senses as you stride down from the docks and through the harbour terminal. An extended boardwalk eschews the passengers away from the carts hauling exports in one direction and small tourist groups in another. The Santigans working the docks are friendly to newcomers. They speak common with a slight accent unique to the island but easily comprehended. Yeah, you get off the ship and this is the sight that greets you. You've got your carts, and the orcs would say, well, if anything's missing, please come and see me. I'll be here for probably the next half an hour. All should be good. You've seen where they've been stored. We're well looked after. Enjoy your stay. And he's waiting there, and some people know the drill. They'll come over and give him a copper, give the crew a little tip. Any of you tipping sort of guys?
No.
I'll give him 2 gold.
2
Horace,
gold. Wow.
I live with a tribe in the middle of a bog. I have no concept of how much money what is.
Can I have some of that?
Yeah. Well, he puts his hand on your shoulder. Well, you don't have a shoulder. You're all shoulder, in fact. Puts the hand on sort of the top of your sphere and says, "Oh, thank you so much, gentlemen. This will make us drink well tonight. Hope you have a lovely stay. Thank you so much."
Horace is green in the face. He hates sea travel. He hates any kind of boats or being in the water or being outside. He's found the oxygen a bit too much, to be honest. He likes the lack of oxygen. So he just, "Oh, laddie, have you got a bucket?"
Oh, just yes. Here we go. He gets out an empty crate. Stick in there if you want to.
Yeah.
Yeah, just it's fine. He gives you a bit of a pat on the back, which for a dwarf you can take. Don't worry about that. Get this man some water, please. Jeffro, can you pass me that? Thank you. Here you go, son. Have some of that.
Is this mead?
No. It's just water, just to cleanse the palate. Get spat in that crate.
I'm fine. I'm fine.
Efforts are the best of us.
No. I'll just swallow it.
Realizes it's not mead, turns down the kindness. I see.
Okay. So,
Again, a character who is a severe alcoholic.
Right, yeah.
Stable at this point.
So, Jacob, do you know where you're staying? Because I don't think you've told me. There's a crossroads coming up, and there is an arch through it. Proceeding through the terminal, a massive gateway made of carved white marble slabs welcome you. The arch features intricately carved bas-relief depictions of exotic flowers and proud horses. The word Santiago is carved vertically in the arch's keystone, inlaid with bright quartz, reflecting various patterns along the arc in the sunlight. A cobblestone street leads north into the town proper, where it intersects with another lane going east-west. Giant palm trees line the road, interspersed with flowering bushes. You're this blue building. So there'll be a sign to this blue building, yeah?
All right, yeah.
Okay, that's there. Charlie's Hotel is just along the front here, and is the yellow building. And Ben's Starlight is the blue building. Okay, so
We're neighbours.
What? Yeah, your neighbours, yeah. Yeah, so I've got you all in there. J, D, and F. Okay. So Jacobs, it looks like yours is the nearest hotel, but do you guys want to get to your prospective hotels first, or is there some business you want to take care of? Do you want to look around and get an idea of the place? What's the character's first move?
It's the first time I've been on solid ground for nearly, it feels like 5 years. So I need some bed. I need to lie down, laddie.
So Ben, you are at the Starlight. So walking around to that most western blue building, they're all sort of there's arrows all over pointing to where you're going. This old building supports a facade of coconut-coloured tile that is untouched by the modern changes that have transformed Santiago. The grounds are impeccably maintained, with bright flowers and hedges trimmed to resemble various flying birds. So yours, beautiful gardens with bird hedges. It really does give you a sense of paradise over there. Going into this building, you'll be met with a concierge. Will see you come in. He's all dressed in a sort of tuxedo, but he's a gnome, very clean gnome. Will come over and say, sir, may I help you? Are you a guest here?
Yeah, the name's Horace. Have you got me down on your books?
Let me see. And he pulls out a pad, flicks through it. Horace, yes, you are room 75. And you are very lucky because that is on the second floor. And up there...
Have you not got anything below deck and anything like, in the ground?
Oh, you'd prefer to be moved to the basement?
Oh, yes.
I'm afraid there are rooms in the basement, but you'll have no windows.
Oh, that's fine, lad.
Okay, then I shall move you to room 7.
That sounds better.
Right this way.
And thank you.
It's like a spiral staircase, about 2 meters wide, but it's not stairs, it's just a ramp, and it goes round. So you can pull your chest on wheels, or your cart on wheels, all the way down into the cellar, and he gives you his key. Key number 7, my friend. As requested, you can just give me a holler. I'll go with you around reception.
Give you a holler?
Yeah, just shout out Ringo. and I should be
Ringo.
around. Yeah, it's because of the big earring, the big ringed earring. Just remember that.
Right, Ringo. You got bigger rings. Nice.
Yes. Okay. Well, if you need me, my friend Horace, I'll as I say, I'll be in reception. I'm always up.
You never go to sleep, lad.
Oh, well, between me and you, my brother Bingo, we're twins, and so when I need
It's
a break,
a whole double act kind of.
yeah, but don't let on. Gives you a bit of a wink, and have a nice stay. Turns round and wanders off whistling up to the reception.
I get my axe out and I knock the door through because I didn't realise it was actual wood.
It just so Ringo hears this almighty crash as you axe the door, and he'll come running over. What the hell? What are you doing, Horace? What have you done that for?
Well, it's in the basement. I need to mine it through, don't I, lad?
No! You cannot do that here. You cannot do that here. And we leave Horace and Ringo to sort that out. Jacob, you are staying in the Starlight Delight bed and breakfast. A strong smell of hearty breakfast hugs your nose as you near this 3-story structure. A large stargazing deck is built on top of the roof with tables and chairs behind a sturdy railing. Painted above the door in faded paint is Starlight Delight Bed and Breakfast. This place seems a fine place to spend a night or a morning. So as you walk in there is a Loxodon, huge elephant lady behind a counter. And she will smile sweetly and say, she's got a little Ellie name badge on. Ah, hello, welcome to the Starlight Delight.
Hello.
I
am Yog. Am I on your list?
Yog, yes, Yog, lovely. We've been waiting for you. Glad your ship. How was your sail over? Glad it got here in time.
Terrible. I'm surrounded by peasants.
Yes, we do get people of all types, but I'm sure you can agree the surroundings are absolutely magnificent.
Yeah, they're okay.
Well, if you do check out our rooftop observatory, it is absolutely beautiful under the stars. We have a massive telescope. It's free to use. I assure you, the beauty is as good on an evening as it is through the day. You are room 15.
Okay, do I know where that is?
You will see. We don't have that many rooms. We only have 20 rooms. It's just down the hall to the right, and breakfast is served around the clock. So anytime you want breakfast, give us a nudge. There's a bit of an eating nook on the lower floor, and a smoking lounge if you smoke. But you're going to your room. So Charlie, the Coastline Hotel. This simple building has 3 stories, a balcony on the 2nd floor overlooking the street, and a rooftop terrace with an ocean view. A sign outside directs potential customers to a small office building on the north side of the property. Okay, so this is, I don't know if you've ever been to a youth hostel, but it has rooms. Some rooms have 2 beds and some rooms have 4. It's literally no food, just beds for the night. So you walk in, there's basically a table. There's a woman, cigarette in her mouth, looks like a bit of a mess. Her hair's not done. She's a human, and she's just smoking away. And she sees you come in, but she doesn't give you a hello or anything. She's just got a clipboard on a table in front of you.
People like rent a room.
You would like to rent a room?
Yes.
Well, okay. Yeah, sure. Taps a cigarette. It's 2 silver pieces a night. There's no food although you can get a drink, but we don't do food. And here's the key: you will be sharing, so you'll have to just get used to that. It's 1 copper for a drink if you want one. It's basically us going out to the shop, so there's no reason why you couldn't do that yourself, but it's up to you.
I give 1 gold. for
Ooh.
5 days.
Whoa. Okay. Then I look. Give me a shout. My name's Enid, and if you want a little bit of food bringing, just absolutely feel free to come down. Okay.
Okay. What is man thing
room.
term?
You see those brown stairs? You walk up the brown stairs. Your room is room 5.
Thank you.
Now, you will be sharing with there's actually a half-orc in there already, and
He's fine.
his name is Nigel, but he seems a nice enough person. Well, there you go. There's your key. I'm here if you
Thank
need.
you.
Thank you so much for the gold. I'll see you all right if you need anything.
I'm gonna go say hi to Nigel.
Yeah, walking into your room, the door is already open, and there's a half-orc with a flat top, an even flatter nose, wearing a poncho-style coat and worker's slacks, with a piece of straw at his lips, staring out of the window. He sees you coming in and he goes, "Hey,
Hello, you must be Nigel, yes?
oh, yeah, I'm Nigel. Yeah. Who are you?"
Name is Kibble Goosh.
Kibble Gush. Oh, that's a lovely name. And then anyway, take whatever bed you want. Mine's the bottom bunk there. There's four
sleep on
beds,
floor.
2 bunks, but he's got the bottom one.
I sleep on floor. Floor, nice stone. Is solid.
Do you want this mattress down off the top and onto the floor?
Please.
So he'll lift it down, dump it on the floor, and be like, "Do it yourself."
Thank you.
I'm going out for a stroll now. I've got my key. I'll see you later on.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
You know where tavern is? I want to try man thing alcohol.
Absolutely, the tavern. You're looking for the Marina Heights. It's just outside. There you go, Marina Heights, just out there. Yeah, 3-story building, can't miss it. So off you pop. Right now, as he shuts the door, Charlie, there's actually a note on the back of the door, and it says.
I can't wait to completely ignore this.
Okay.
Because I'm not sure if Kibble even knows how to read.
Well, there's some letters on the back of the door that look like that. And if you're not going to read it, it doesn't matter.
You can really reckon.
I don't actually think Kibble can read common.
Well,
So I could just take it to the lady.
Yeah. Is that what you're doing?
The plot to thicken. Yeah, I'd like to progress the plot.
Well, it's all right. The plot will progress because that sign is everywhere around town. So you don't need to do that. So Ben, within about 2 hours, there are some halflings at your door with a what remains of your door with a brand new door, and they're coming along and they're saying, "Sorry, we're gonna have to put this door in. Don't know what's happened here, but yeah, we'll be about half an hour. Sorry for the noise." And then there's another 3 come round the corner and they start a new door on.
Is that where do you get your mead from, lad?
Oh, you want to just the marina inn, just outside. Not far.
Why is everything sea themed?
Because it's the tourists. The tourists love all that stuff.
Why do you have things in mountain? And then just gets a flashback of what happened in the mountain.
Yeah. Well,
you know what? Sea theme sounds absolutely fine. I'm gonna go sea themed. Let's go.
Tourists love it. You'll love it, I'm sure. Anyway, look, if you wanna leave, don't worry. We're completely trustworthy. We won't steal your stuff. I realise now that I say that out loud, saying that I'm not going to steal your stuff, maybe probably makes you think that I'm going to steal your stuff, but really we're not going to steal your stuff.
He ignores them all and carries out his big case. And just to note, the case does just smell like it's got a really horrid smell to it.
Ben, is there a dead body in your case?
Any necrosis coming from that?
There's just a horrid smell in there, and we'll have to delve in and find out what it is at some point. But there is there's a horrid smell. And he carries this case everywhere he goes. He does not leave it anywhere.
All right. So you take your chest out on wheels.
Yeah.
Out into the street. And yeah, everyone sort of stands back and looks at each other. The little halflings like sort of nudging each other. So yeah, you go out pull your chest out into the outside.
It's a lot of oxygen. I'm struggling to breathe out here.
Jake, what do you fancy doing?
I don't really know. They mentioned the observatory thing. I think I'm gonna go and check that out.
You come out and you walk out onto the rooftop, and sure enough, there's an immense. It starts off eyepiece normal size and just gets bigger and bigger and bigger. And there are children like pushing the small end so that it rotates because there's nothing really to look at in the daytime.
Well, yeah.
But the adults might be like, well, look out to the ships. Can you see? Look at those birds. Can you see? But the kids aren't interested. So yeah, there's just these children pushing the telescope round and around, while other holidayers have their coffee, have their lunch out on the top, and you see that this is probably if the night sky was clear, you would get such a fantastic view. As I say, there's an iron pole what lines around the edge of the rooftop. You can hold on and look out across where you're staying. You see the ship that you came in on. It's started to leave the port again, and it's just another day in paradise. Now you're here on holiday, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm just chilling.
Yeah. So,
and I mean, I'm loving this just because it's free. It doesn't even matter what the quality of it is. I'm going to be making the most of it.
Well, okay.
But is there only one telescope?
There is only one telescope, but it's huge.
Yeah. So if there's other people here that are like trying to, use it as like little kids, and like, get away from me, I'm like hogging it.
Are you trying to have a go on the telescope?
I'm going to try and have a look through the telescope.
Okay, so as you come over, these kids instantly, look at you in awe, but then run away because you're a stranger. So yeah, it's like when kids are playing on the arcade machines, but they've put no money in. It's like they're pretending to play for ages, and then you come along and like, oh, right, you have a go. Okay, so yeah, it's free to use for people of the place. So you put your BDI on the telescope.
Yeah. I mean, that was much to look at, but
well, let's see. There's another picture that this is sort of where you're at. This is the Piazza Santiago. So yeah, looking out to sea, it's a beautiful horizon. If anything, the telescope is made to look out to space. So
yeah,
things that are in the harbour are a bit too close.
It looked like that was pointing at the sun as well, which probably isn't a good idea.
Yeah. There's a sign on it saying never look at the sun. So you feel a tap on the shoulder, Jake.
Yeah, I'll look.
A fidgety, half-elven woman with bluish-black hair and a singular brow, her angular face overcome with anxiety, wearing a bright blue jumper and thong sandals.
Hello?
I'm sorry to bother you. Yes, I'm sorry to bother you, but I seem to have lost my child. Have you seen
Okay.
a child with
What do you want me to do about it?
I'm just wondering if you've seen a bluish black-haired child. He's about year high. No.
I don't know how high year high is.
Well, she points to about her hip. And
I
she's
don't
like,
know. I don't examine all the children.
Oh, very well. If you see a blue-haired child, his name is Terence. Please tell him his mum's looking for him. Okay?
Okay. If I do, where would you be?
Send him back here. I'll wait here.
Okay.
Right.
Sure. Can I continue looking through my telescope now, please?
Absolutely. She huddles off. She goes and bothers some other people.
Someone who actually cares.
Yeah. So the marina, the tavern, the Marina Heights Inn. Charlie, you arrive at this pub, and so does our friend Dwarf Horace. This three-story building has a well-manicured but yet rather Spartan yard. There's just like a pub, beer garden, what's more of a yard. An open sign outside the Marina Heights Inn. The sound of mirth and merrymaking spills out of the door as you approach. Now, this pub has got, yes, it's got a piratey, seafaring kind of a vibe to it, but there's a bard playing. You walk in and it's all anchors on the wall and, fish, netting dangling in various places from the roof. You two kind of walking together, the dwarf pulling a cart, a crate even, I said cart. And Charlie, this 6-foot mushroom, you just about get through the door.
Yeah,
And,
I have to actually lean my head sideways in order
Yeah.
to slide through.
You sidle up to the bar, and there's you're both trying to sort of get served at once. And I guess, Charlie, you and your mushroom body kind of bump up against Horace.
Sorry, small one. You, sir, you ask for service first.
Why is there a talking mushroom?
I am talking mushroom. I exist.
But
Is
that's
all
not
to story.
that's not right. You shouldn't be talking. You're fun guys. Well, thank you for letting me let me go first. Anyway, bar person.
A young gnomish girl in a purple country dress, holding a large tray of drinks, will say, "With you in a minute, honey," and just wanders over to a table, puts it down, and comes back. "Right, what can I get you?"
Well, now you said honey. I want some honey.
Oh, yeah, the most delicious honey brew you've ever tasted.
Have you got any like dark mead?
Dark mead. She looks at you quizzically. What does that mean by dark mead? You mean like necrotic mead?
No, just dark mead that looks like someone spat in it.
Oh, yes, we have plenty of that.
Oh, super. I'll have a barrel of that, please, love.
I'm sorry, a barrel?
Yes.
Oh, that's
I
like...
swear your first character or an alcoholic as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, how are you going to get a drink out of a barrel? You need all the apparatus.
Well, I'll pay for a barrel now, and I'll drink the barrel behind the bar.
This is very irregular. We serve things... Well, who am I to say? How will it... let's say 3 gold pieces?
Yeah, that'll do.
Okay. It's called Old Togi.
Old Togi.
And yeah, it's a very dark bitter. And she will give you... It screws in. It's basically like a tap. They hammer it in, and it's got a little valve. They'll come over and place it on the table, so you've got a whole table to yourself with this massive cask of Old Togi on there. You turn the tap, you fill up your drink, and you're good to go. Now, it's very busy in this pub, which means that the only place for, let's say, a mushroom folk to sit would be at your table. And Jacob is thinking, what? His character, Yog, is thinking, you know what? I could do with a nice drink and a walk around.
Could, you know?
Yeah.
I'm really in the mood for a drink right now.
Yeah. So the barmaid, the gnome lady in purple dress, and you are a fine-looking mushroom, dare I say. I've met a few mushroom folk in my time, but you look like you've really looked after yourself there.
Thank you. You are rather beautiful as well.
Oh, they all say that. So what can I get you? Are you having food or just a drink?
I would like to try man-thing alcohol.
Well, yes. Okay, we can do that. How strong do you want it on a scale of, I don't know, 1 to 10?
I have been told alcohol is best when strong, so 10.
Very well. This is called Fire Jammer, and she gives you a bottle that's probably, let's say, it's the size of a water bottle. It's good stuff. That will be 5 silver.
I like buy 2. I put a gold on them.
She'll float 2 over and say, be very careful with this stuff. I'm not saying you can't hold your drink, but this can really knock you back. Anyway, thank you, love. Thank you very much. If you require any food, just come and talk to Terence, and points at a halfling and with a chef's hat on, and says, "We're quite busy, as you can see, but we'll get right to you." And walking through the door is Yog, a turtle. You come up to the bar, and the woman wipes her brow. Oof, this is. Hello, my dear. What can I get you?
Hello. What do you serve?
Well, we have, spirits. We have strong drinks, weak drinks, just water. We have special Caribbean crush drinks with ice, drinks with umbrellas in, fruit drinks, and ice pops. We also do food.
No, I'm not. I'm not hungry. I think I'll just have some seaweed water, please. If you sell that.
Absolutely, yeah. She brings down this. It's all, Marina's own seaweed, spring water, or whatever.
Ah, yes.
Give this bottle. There's
Authentic.
like, that's a copper, please. And
Sure.
takes a copper and says, "Thank you. I think you might find a little bit of room over there in that window seat if you want to sit
What?
down."
Just next to the dwarf and the mushroom folk?
Yes.
Yeah.
Table. And as you can see, the table's kind of full of that gentleman's crate, but there you go. Right, so you all get sat together, and yeah. I suppose you'll ask if you can sit down. There's only one tiny space left.
Yeah. Is this seat free?
Yes, I know yours.
Good to know. I'll sit down beside him then.
Jacob, over the head of the two players, you see that sign that Charlie ignored.
Ah, yes. I'm going to ignore it.
Son of a gun.
No, I will read it.
You'll know how to read normal thought.
We are not doing this. We just will never read it.
You don't have to.
I'm going to have my vacation, then we're going to go home, and that's going to be it.
You do what you want. The story will find you eventually. So, yeah.
Chupacabra will just find you in the street on your own.
So, missing livestock from multiple ranches, poachers suspected, and you overhear people talking. And there's this man saying, "The Croak-Toek are behind this. They're little more than animals. They have no regard for people's things." And those guys get up and walk out. These gentlemen walk out.
They left in a
said
huff.
there's something.
What?
They left in a
They said
huff.
there's something that they started it off with. What was it?
Croak-Toek. You guys are all sat at the same table. I guess you get to know each other because you have to.
Yeah.
Are you guys?
No, I have no reference for how strong this stuff I bought is. So I'm just currently just going glug 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 glug.
Yeah. I would
I'll be
roll
completely
con
fine.
save.
I do have resistance and advantage on poison things, so would
Okay.
that at all help me?
It's not poison.
I just thought I'd bring it up.
Yeah. You will do in a bit.
What brings you all here then?
I am merely here to enjoy myself. I was able to accumulate some wealth in my last adventure, and I decided I should have a bit of a break.
Oh, you're here for a leisurely time, lad.
Yes, I am. Not looking for any trouble.
Well, that's what everyone says, and trouble just finds them. What about you, large mushroom? Why have you left
I'm
the
here to
the com-
deliver cargo.
cargo? What kind of cargo?
Is good question. They just give
Yes, it is a good
They
question.
not-
What is the
They
cargo?
just give box. They no tell what's inside.
Well, do you have kind of like seeing through box vision? I mean, wouldn't you ask a bit, lad? Because I wouldn't really want to carry around a box that smelled all the time. I mean, that'd just be a bit weird, wouldn't it?
Speaking of box that smell, your chest thing, it smells like the ritualistic cannibalization burial of my peoples.
What? Just You think I carry around a box of mushrooms? Do you think I'm weird or something?
Smell like dead.
It smells like death. Well, that's really offensive. I think you
Why
find.
is offensive?
Thinking whatever I've got in my chest is dead.
Well, what have you got in your chest? Is it not dead?
That's none of your problem, lad. It might be my underwear for all you know. It's not really your point.
Why does your underwear smell like a rotting corpse?
Have you ever smelt a dwarf's underwear?
No, I don't plan on.
Well, there you go then, lad. That'll keep you away from my chest.
Point
I
taken.
still don't see problem with dead being in chest.
It's not dead, and it's not an it. It's just a reminder. And that's as much as I'm telling. It must be this meat that's going to be getting me kind of all talky. I don't talk to people. I just exist.
You're in trouble. Here, drink. And I hand in a bottle of half drunk, whatever. I've forgotten what it's called.
Fire jammer.
What's
Oh,
this
God, he's
week?
enjoying it.
Crap.
Fire jam. It's called fire jam. I
Give
know
me some
nothing.
more. It's terrible.
So it's like drinking medicine. It's kind of thick and goopy. It's like Calpol, but it's hot. It's like a hot sauce Calpol.
Oh, the thought about funny.
But yeah, it almost makes your tongue numb. It's pretty lethal stuff. As you get the warm glow, you two of you get the warm glow of being drunk, a balding man, comes over to the table. Excuse me, I couldn't help but notice. Are you adventurers at all? I know. Excuse me. You seem to have an axe. I noticed that. Or are you a guard?
I use my axe to get some food from the floor. I mine the floor. I don't fight creatures of horrid disdain. I've never done that, and I never will.
So you don't you don't you can't help me then. I have a sorry. I thought you were adventurers. I thought you were looking for money. I do apologise.
Oh, money?
Besides,
Wait,
I don't want money. I want to relax.
No, I think money might be quite useful.
Don't you know when to switch off?
Well,
Look, we get a lot of people around here. Tourists, but they're not normally as muscly and handsome as you guys.
Oh, wow.
I don't know if you're. I don't know if you're in a party, but I'm just looking for some help. There's money in it, and I thought you were like a party of three, which is exactly the number I think required to do the job.
oh no, well, I mean, if money's involved, then we could be a party of three. It depends on the
Fair
situation.
enough, lad. You've brought a good case, and I should probably think about it and take you on. But I just can you leave me with my mead first, and then maybe come back to me in the morning.
Well, what I'll
Is this
do is,
quest of honor?
if you need to take me up on this, come over to the Merchants Guild.
What is this quest?
Well, look, I'm a farmer, right? And I've had loads of animals go missing,
animals
Yes,
do
I
that.
saw the sign for that.
and I presume it's poachers. And I just want to get them stopped, and I'm sick of it. I'm losing money. If I lose a sheep or goats or whatever else, then it's a big deal for me, and I'd rather just put some money into stopping it. But poachers can be brutes, and I'm not made. I'm a farmer. I'm not made for battle. Or even if it's a beast, if it's some huge beast, then I'd rather pay for it to be dealt with. Do you know what I mean?
Well, lad, you
Yeah,
have brought
this
it
was
up nicely.
decision.
Yeah, you've sought us out. You've looked for us. You've found us, and you know what? You brought a good case, and I like that about you. I like that about you, lad.
And he tells you've had maybe a bit of drink starting to be talking. You're becoming over friendly.
And he starts patting him on the back, and he's like, you know what? I actually quite like you.
Well, he sort of brushes your hand off. Well, yeah, you can come to the Merchants Guild. It's a very official white-looking building. It's made of marble. You'll see it. And it says that the Santigan Merchants Guild outside.
I mean, I'm feeling like I respect you, lad, but I'm failing to understand why we have to go to you. Like, can't you just bring it to us? Like, you can see we're all quite happy here. We're sat in the dark, drinking our drinks, and you're expecting us to go to a white building. It's a lot of walking in this weather. You need to accept that we're not really acclimatized for your environment. So maybe you should bring it all to us first.
My shell can get quite hot.
Rather than point out the fact that you said, can't you just leave us alone to have a drink, and you completely switched, he's like, sure, yes. As I say, I wonder if you can just come up to my farm and see if you stay the night, keep your eyes peeled. Just protect me.
Got any below ground resources anywhere to stay underground, or?
No, I'm afraid not.
It's how much money are you offering now?
Well, I can probably spare 10 gold each.
I was thinking more like 450 gold, lad.
Look, it's, as I say, business is terrible.
Well, this cost me. Yeah, I suppose I could make it worthwhile. I don't know about these odd fellas, but I'll give it a go.
Yeah, 10 gold isn't quite what I was hoping for, but I suppose I could.
Can you
I
not
could
stretch
take
to
that.
15? Like, come on, we're on our holidays.
This is honor quest. No coin required for me.
Okay, roll
Oi,
me
mushroom,
persuasion.
shut up.
Everyone roll me persuasion.
A wee 9.
16.
You've done.
I have
Oh,
proficiency in persuasion +4.
Okay.
12 in total.
yes, my farm's called Sunny Side Up, and it's pretty much out of town and just north of here. It's on a little bit of an inlet.
Well done.
And
I'll finish this barrel of mead and then I'll be with you.
it'll take you, a couple of hours.
Hours? You not got any horses or donkeys?
They do horses in town. I can't provide horses, but you can hire mounts in town.
I thought you had a farm.
Yeah, we don't have horses.
Or
They're
donkeys?
going missing as well.
We use oxen,
Oh, you don't got any pigs or...
sheep and cows mainly.
I could ride it.
goats.
Oh.
Yeah, we could ride a cow.
Look,
Yeah.
I haven't got them with me. I'm not going to go to my farm, bring
But
them
what?
back. so they
Lad,
do a
they're going
fight.
missing. They're
Livestock's
going missing, and
very
now you're just
expensive.
leaving them by themselves. No wonder they're going missing.
They're being watched over by my son and my daughter.
Well, do you think they're actually doing any work? They're probably just out mingling.
Look, I don't need any stress. I don't need any stress adding to the problem that's already here. Look, when you've got a chance, a couple of hours, all right?
Do you hear any ruckus when they go missing? Or do they just disappear in the middle of the night?
Exactly, middle of the night. I count them every night, and then next morning, gone.
No blood, no screaming, no...
No, I don't even hear anything. That's the weirdest thing. I don't hear the rustle of horses coming, or riders and talking and gunshots. I hear. It's the weirdest thing. Just absolutely gone, like they never existed.
How many go missing every night?
Well, the worst I've had is 2 goats, but normally it's like 1 sheep and another sheep. My flock's getting less and less.
So it's always 2 a night.
No, it's been 1, then it was 1, then it was 2. So I just can't afford it. They're worth a lot of money to me.
Fair enough, lad. We'll definitely set out eventually once I finish this barrel of mead.
Well, that's
I just open up the entire thing and just start drinking. We go quickly. Go.
Ooh, okay. All right. The room starts to spin, Charlie. Yeah, Kibble. It's the shade of his skin starts to turn kind of a purple, and you just realise that you're having memories come into your head that you've forgotten that you ever had. Things are coming back to you that you'd had long since forgotten, and you realise you are almost hallucinating. You start to worry that you're in need of medical assistance. Do you have a mouth? I presume you have a mouth.
Yeah. Otherwise, I'm concerned how I'd be speaking.
Con save then.
18.
18. You are gonna need to rush to the toilet. What sort of dash speed have you got? Is it 60?
30-foot movement speed, so 60.
So you leave your seat and you just the roundness of your body just cuts the sway through the crowd. Oh! And you just rush through the saloon toilet doors and you vomit up. It comes out like if you have nostrils, it just pours out. And Greg, as you tip over, Gregory almost falls out of your pocket into the toilet. And yeah, you just feel absolutely horrendous.
Now, I'm concerned because when I vomit, or rather when any part of my body is threatened, I leave acid spores that just come out of my body.
All right. So
I'm
yeah.
a little concerned about what's going on in the trail I've left behind.
So mushroom folk goes to the toilet, pukes up, splashes these spores everywhere. Are you going to clean that up, Kibble? Or
I'm gonna clean up as much as I can with this special kind of rag I had sold to me from my clan. That's kind of acid resistant, but still not entirely acid proof. And I'm just trying to clean up most of it before it just destroys the entire.
roll me a d10 to see how good a job you do.
9.
All right. So yeah, you've started to definitely stain up the walls, but you get to it quick enough that you've got the main gunk spores off. It's just some discoloration that you've not been able to do because of the burning of the acid. And you can return to the party. And as you're returning to the party, they're kind of dressed like the guards. And these are the Corsari. And the Corsari are the people who you'll see around town. They're not police, but they're what are in place of the police. You'll have noticed characters in whatever that uniform is. Yellow top with like a single black line up the arm, right along the neck and down the other arm. And as these two enter the room, a lot of people in the deep recesses of the bar sort of stop talking and watch what they're saying. And the Corsarial just seem to be having a word with Lacey behind the bar. They simply leave. They seem to have checked in with the barmaid, turned round, and eyes everybody up. Gives you a quick glimpse, and out they go into the street.
Surprised they're not questioning the giant mushroom.
Well, it takes all sorts in this surrounding. Into this pub, from behind the bar, comes down looking like a pirate, and about time we had a sea shanty. Welcome to the Marina Heights Inn.
Lads, let's leave.
I am Captain Tricorn, and he sits down at the piano like you're in a London pub and starts thumping away on the keys. Yeah, you guys just like, right. It's like when karaoke comes on in a pub, it's like, that is our cue to leave. See you later.
Yeah.
So,
Before we go, I go up to the barmaid and
yeah.
Here is 2 gold shiny rock.
Oh,
Or
thank
damages.
you so much.
Damages to bathroom. I apologize. I try to clean up as much.
Don't
Can't.
worry.
But
Don't
acid-
worry. We'll cover it. Okay.
Get out of this now. I don't want to listen to him.
Yeah. So you get out into the sun.
I want to know what happened to Drunken Sailor.
You don't need to, lad. Let's just carry on our way. It's quite a walk, and you've had some accidents in the bathroom. I think it's probably time we get some what the locals call fresh air. We have to move with the times, and maybe maybe I'm going to be a pirate one day. Who knows?
I used to live in swamp. All air is fresh for me.
Yeah, exactly. So maybe it's best that you get over your the sickness you had with this fresh air that you so love.
So, do you plan on walking, or do you want to hire some horses?
How much are horses?
How much is a carriage?
Jesus Christ.
Or car? Let's just hire one of those.
What we have in this town is the Merchants Guild, for a start. That's where you do your trade. You've got an oddities shop, Dreenor's Oddities. You've got the Grand Butterfly, which looks like simply a butterfly hotel.
Does a butterfly hotel mean like a butterfly themed hotel or a hotel for butterflies? What do you?
Of
No,
course.
it's basically, I don't know, it's not an aviary, that's for birds, but yeah, it's like these free
Sanctuary.
wild, but a sanctuary, yeah, but it's a bed and
Right.
breakfast. No, it's a hotel sanctuary, sanctuary.
Oh, right. Okay, so it's a hotel with a lot of butterflies.
Yeah, there's is it Vermilion? Vermilion Court Casino, which you will have seen as you walk through town. Yeah, it's big. The Casseri have a barracks, so there's very much a place where this secondary sort of army come police are. There are these buildings for sale. There's certain places you can buy. Church, a university. There's another pub called El Dorado Taverna. There's a grand manor. There's a leather workers. Seems to be for ranged weapons called the Last Missile. There's an armourer, which is a blacksmith. Earthen Embrace has actually a turtle shell painted outside on the wall.
Okay, seems appealing.
Yeah.
Is that the armourer?
No, it's next door.
Can you tell what it is?
So the path leading up to the turtle place, the path leading up to this strange hut is made of chunks of flat rock. To avoid stepping into the mud surrounding the building, the mud looks hot and bubbly, and steam vents are coming from it. The closer you get to the door, the hotter the air becomes. The hut is a low, squat structure made of light brown coloured stones. They're all different sizes, and some are misshapen. The building is a single story, tall, with no windows or other features on the outside. The door is made of thick wood and has a large brass knocker of turtle shape. There is no handle or knob to this side of the door. And a sign reads Divine Mud Baths in several languages. So, yeah, there just seems to be you're not actually the only turtle in town.
Yeah.
There's some beautiful gardens, and right in the centre is an open space of grassland in between all the hotels, and it seems to be there's a preparation going on for where stalls are going to be laid out. Here in 15, between all your hotels, so the plaza is 7, where all the shops, I guess, the things we're talking about are mostly around there. And 15 is, going to be something that's called Wilkakuti Celebration over the next few days. So it seems like there's going to be very much, and the island celebrates something regularly, and it's this year's one is coming up.
That sign mentioned a festival.
Yeah, it did. It said some problem was going to be could interrupt the festival.
So we're really saving the day when it comes to this festival.
Yeah. Maybe we could get a bit more money if we're going to be doing them such a service.
Yeah, I think we can haggle them a bit better.
Yeah.
You are both taking my share of reward.
What we are.
Whoa, you don't want anything.
I already say I here for honor request.
Well,
You can continue being here for honor and quest. I'm here for the money.
yeah, good for you,
I
lad.
already have 190 gold.
Maybe don't flaunt that around.
Can I have that?
Well, however much the horses end up being, we can get some expenses for this, I think. Probably able to haggle them a bit more. A bit like, well, if you want our services, you're going to have to charge for our travel and whatnot. So let's not do everything for free, lads. Even you, Mushroom, you can't just expect the world to be free and kind because it's not going to be to you. It's going to rupture and make you feel depressed and you just want to mine some gold, but you end up... Anyway, these horses...
So, do you have some... Do you have something you need to talk about?
No. I'll leave it with my therapist. I'll be fine. All good, really.
You seem to have some deep-seated trauma. Speak. Detailed.
No, lads. I think my trauma would probably break you both in half. I'm already about double your age. So what are you? 32?
I'm
High five.
131.
You're looking remarkable for it.
Oh, why, thank you.
Yeah. You're just entering your teenage years.
I am 5 years old.
5 years old. Well, I suppose you are a mushroom, so you just get planted. Were you planted by a farmer, or you got a family, or?
My family mostly dead.
Well, yeah.
They failed clan.
Do you have a lifespan? How long is your life?
We lived for 50 years.
Oh, a speck of an eye, really.
Let me look at the thing just to make sure.
I actually don't know the total if I really I don't have wild mount with me.
Yep, reach maturity at the age of 5 and rarely live longer than 50.
So, as you're walking around town, you see a weird thing. You see two women bustling past this one house, and they actually spit as they walk past and say "Bruya."
What? They say what?
They say "Bruya."
Ah, yes, Booyah. Oh, wait, I thought turtles would have lived longer. They live an average of 50 years, and I'm 130. Something strange happened there, but you know.
But that means that you said you've been on an adventure before. Maybe that's the one thing you got, some sort of longevity magic item
Yeah,
inside your shell.
I found some like anti-aging thing.
Yeah.
It's a really good moisturizer.
Yeah. You got Botox Supreme.
Yeah. So if you're walking past this brown building, this is what they spat at, and there's a reddish purple cottage boarded up with black wooden planks, and the word Bruya is sloppily painted across the front in red. It sits there lonely and sad. The yard is overgrown with all manner of exotic flowers, and a colourful sign lies on the ground next to an empty signpost. It reads, "A Mayor's Fortunes."
Is this shop open?
No, it's a house.
It looks like a shop.
So it's weird amongst all the beauty of this place. You know, it's weird how there's like a derelict house with graffiti on it. It's just so out of place.
This is like the typical everything's great and there's just this one random house that for some reason is like all black and everyone hates it.
Yeah, it's like that creepy house.
Yeah.
But it's right in the middle of town. You think they would have torn it down or something. As you walk around, there are houses for sale. So if you wanted to invest in business and come and live here, you could actually buy a house. Now you see a sign. One of the signs on these houses says like it's $4,000.
What, 4,000 gold?
4,000 in gold, yeah.
Jesus Christ, that's a lot.
You think it's a lot?
A luxury place, this.
Well, yeah, but because I'm pretty sure gold equates to like
a month's wage.
I think 1 gold is about the equivalent of $2,000 in real life. So it's like
right,
8 million quid.
Yeah. Well, it's paradise, isn't it here? So
yeah, that's the idea.
It seems like New York prices.
New York.
New York.
What is this New of York that you speak of?
It is clan from my lands.
Is it what from your lands?
Clan?
Yes.
Ah. Why are they called New York? Was there an old one?
Yes, the old York tribe killed many years ago by Britannia.
Oh, it's a lesson with you, lad, isn't it? Learn all about a new species that lives for 50 years and they've got a clan where they just name after each other. Like, you know what? I can't have a new name. I can't be inventive. I'll just be New York.
Oh no,
Shrew-
this is remnants of York Khan.
Oh, still sounds lazy. I just make a new name.
Yeah.
Agree. I am of Gush clan.
Of
Go.
course.
Yes.
That's good. I like that. You're different. You're not New York.
Yeah, at least it's not just the sequel to another clan.
We are called Gush because when our warriors go to battle, acid spores begin to gush.
Ah, so yeah,
Oh.
I get that. That makes sense. And then when you've killed all them people and the
Then
new
go.
ones, yeah, then the new ones come along and they're like, you know what? We make gushing noises when we go into battle. So you know what? I'm gonna be called New Gush. That's the kind of feeling I'm getting from your clans, lad.
It's right before. We destroy.
You destroy. Fair enough.
Whatever.
Genocide, very common.
Well, so it should be a genocide. Oh, yeah, that rings a bell. Genocide.
Genocide rings a bell.
Well, it's just a common thing that happens in a family function, isn't it, lad?
Yes.
Um,
Happened any time with my brother and sister.
thinking that genocide doesn't belong in like part of the family. Why are you agreeing on that?
Well, from my experience, I think it does. But you know what? It was a tough Christmas, and we've got through it now. So you know what? All is great, isn't it? And I just kick the chest. It rattles slightly.
I let's talk about not that. So, what's the
Oh, he is opening up.
what are we thinking of doing?
Well, we're looking for these horses, aren't we?
Well, you can see some of these yellow-topped guards at a gatehouse. The gatehouse at Santiago is a formidable structure designed to keep unwelcome visitors out of the town, and it's area 6. 5. Oh, it's right at the back. It is built of solid stone with narrow windows that would be perfect for archers to pick off invaders. A heavy portcullis can be dropped at a moment's notice. The towers that flank the gatehouse provide a good vantage point for spotting potential threats, and the forest surrounding the town makes it very difficult for anyone to approach undetected. The Corsari, the ranger group that protects Santiago, have their barracks behind the gatehouse. They are highly trained and skilled in combat and stealth, making them perfect defenders for Santiago. So you see horses come out onto the street. That is the casino we're looking at number 5 in front of it.
Oh, right.
So yeah,
That's where I'm more interested.
Yeah, so you're not far from that DNF. You just the casino. You see some, people coming out of there with happy faces, bags of gold, and some not so happy faces. But these two gentlemen are on horses and they're starting to sort of set off out of town. It seems like see them.
Well, you two can have your fun with those horses. I'm gonna go check out that casino real quick.
Can we take your portion of reward?
No, what? No, you're not gonna leave, are you?
Yeah, we're
We
getting
do
on with
work,
this.
we
I'm
take
on my
reward.
holiday. I want to get on with this, lad.
Fine, okay. I'll
So
get you horses.
the horses are clopping by. Are you stopping them? What are you doing? Are you flagging them down, or are you just going to where they came from?
Well, I need a pony. I'm too small for an actual horse.
I'll wave at them and ask where they got the horses.
So yeah, they'll stop and the guy will be like, can I help you, son?
Yeah, we
Excuse
need you.
me, guard person. Where do you get mount?
Well, we're guards, so we get them from work. Why are you after hiring some horses?
Yeah, we need some horses, ponies.
Well, okay. Tell you what, Dave, why don't you go back and see what that we have, and I'll go do the thing, yeah. And it gives him a bit of a wink. So yeah, one guy goes off, and this guy's like, Just come with me, gentlemen. My name's Dave. I'll take you right back to
Look,
the house. Yep.
can I ask, what's the thing?
Son, that's none of your business. We're the working police force around here.
Yeah, sorry.
We're like the local guards. I mean, we're taking care of the guardly business, keeping this place safe. Right, let's get you some horses.
Well, you're not doing a very good job, are you?
What makes you say that?
A poor farmer has lost his sheep, his goats, his cows. You're not doing anything. He's had to seek out us free adventurers who are on our holiday. I don't understand why the local police force can't do anything about it. It's just you're getting paid out of taxpayers' money to just do nothing.
Look, mate, I totally agree. We, the Corsairs, should be able to handle this problem. But it's Darius Darkleaf. He's too stubborn. He's too set in his ways. He couldn't even catch a cold these days.
What's he called?
Darius Darkleaf.
Is he the sort of sheriff of the area or something?
Yeah, he's the sheriff, if you like. Yeah.
Well, your sheriff sounds absolutely rubbish. Not gonna lie.
Well, look, it's a job. I mean, we do what we can, and yeah, I think a lot of the lads would agree with you that this is just too much. Farmers are, the produce. We're built as a tourist community, and well, I'm telling you too much. Right, so let's go get these horses, and okay, so you go into the gatehouse and barracks area, and the gentleman Dave, he does a little bit of talking. Says, "Look, these guys are after some horses. Have we got any we can sort of loan out? Here's a loan. Yeah, you will bring these back."
Oh yeah, if they survive.
He doesn't hear that. So he's like, "Tell you what, how's 1 gold for 4 days?"
Yeah, I mean we're getting paid expenses, so I'm
Yes.
not bored.
Quite agreeable.
So
I don't think he's very good to pay his expenses.
Well, he will be.
Sure, we can make
If
him
my battle axe said anything about it.
Let us not threaten man willing to pay a reward.
We can threaten who we want.
No, especially not when speaking of such in front of guard.
I don't know what you're talking about.
So yeah, these are basically a group of rangers. They're not, they're kind of hired help. They're not exactly government officials. These are the police. They're just, they do the best. They do the best. There's not a lot of trouble, to be fair. It's usually easy to deal with. Some overdrunk tourists, keeping the place clean. People being drunk and disorderly. There's not a lot of crime. It's just, it's a big area, and the spread far too thin when farmers are saying that things are going missing, and this part of the seaside, as it were, it relies on the fresh produce from these farms, and so it will become a problem, but their boss is not putting them all hands on deck. Do you know what I mean? So the farmers are trying to find some other route, such as adventurers, to help. So you can describe the horse, your own horse, yourself, if you like.
It's a brown, quite a large pony. It's say well built to handle me. It's got a bit of a funny snout. It's snot dribbles down from it, and it does drool quite a bit. But I think it's just a bit old.
Snotty pony.
Mine will be it'll be very very weak, really weaker than it should be to carry my shell, and so it's almost kind of half limping as it goes along.
Okay. Charlie, regular horse or something weird about it?
Mine is a massive, muscular, jet black stallion.
Whoa.
With glowing red eyes.
Red eyes?
Yeah.
I presume it's got an eye condition.
Yeah, I've not asked about it. I'm just looking after it for 4 days.
So Yeah, basically Ben comes out, and this pony's thick and stout with him on its back, but there's just this mucus vein hanging out of its nostrils, and it doesn't even seem to be. Normally, as a human, you would be snorting that bad boy back up, but this thing is just like letting it hang in the wind, you know.
Proud.
Proud. Behind that, Jacob's horse. It just looks old. It looks like this one is ready to be made into glue. So yeah, it comes limping around the corner, and but Jake's like, yeah, I'll take it. I'll take this one. Total on its back looks a weird combination, but then just some dust sticks up from the yard, and this stable door erupts, and for some reason there's a fog cloud, dry ice comes out of this place, and out these red lights piercing the cloud, and out suddenly the mushroom, for a minute it looks like he's got tendrils of hair, but it's just wisps of the dry ice hanging off his beautiful dome, and they blow away in the wind, and out on this stallion comes Kibble Gush, the mushroom. How the hell are you saddled in? What is your lower torso like? Humanoid?
I will find a picture of what I look like.
That would
There we
help.
go. This one.
There's no wind yet.
Oh, okay. Off you trot out of town. And the first thing you will come to just out of town. Let's have a look at the map. Here we go. So there is Santiago. Going out of town to these sort of buildings, as you follow the dotted line north, El Coliseo, this place is advertised as. It's difficult to ignore the majesty of the structure that you're going past, rising out of the brush before you. The work is far from complete, but even in its state of incompletion, this grand theatre is breathtaking, a fitting place for games and races when all is done. At its centre, standing out against stone and skyline alike, is a lone dwarf with flowing trestles and moustaches. He turns to face your group with a forlorn look on his face. So there's a broad smile on his face. And he'll say, "Friends, I need your help. You see, I need more stone to complete this wonderful Colosseum standing before us here today." And he gestures with his hands. "Sorry, there's only one place from which I can obtain it. The Fell Mines, just north of here. They have been abandoned for decades, and I don't know what condition it is in now. If you can help me secure it, so I may finish my work on this magnificent structure, you will be immortalized. I will have your name emblazoned on this foundry, and you shall be legends and the ones who helped build this place. I am in need. It seems that you guys are on. Wait, you're not Kossori. I'm sorry.
Well,
You are adventurers.
Adventurous. You seek fame and fortune, do you not? You type are so self-obsessed. You will do anything for money. I have heard about you. Well, maybe you can help. My name is Bryson Salisbury.
Sainsbury's?
Sure.
I'm going to call him.
Bryson Salisbury. I am making this beautiful theatre.
So have you started making the theatre before you had the materials to make the theatre?
I have run out, and I have to oversee the rest of my rabble who are making it. I wondered if you seem to be heading out of town. I wondered if you would stop by the Fell Lines and maybe earn some money.
Can I tell roughly how much of this is already finished? Like, has he barely even started? Or like,
roll me a d10.
1.
Yeah, he's got a lot of wooden structures in where the places are going to be. It's a lot of, but it did say it's difficult to ignore the majesty of this structure. So you can see from the wooden framing that it's going to be magnificent, but the stone is not so much apparent. Maybe the first row of bricks is on everywhere, like you build it in Minecraft, you know.
It just seems weird that he's like started before he even has any stone. Really, he had like a couple rocks, and he's like,
Well,
"This'll do."
he's not a true dwarf, is he? He's just a Ponzi one. He's been locked into loads of money. He'll just start whatever he wants and then finish the project and just leave it abandoned.
Are you telling that to your friends?
Oh no, I say it straight to him.
Yeah. Look, sir, I am old. My days are of travelling are retiring, and this is what I'm doing with my
You're
retirement.
not a true mountain dwarf. You just bosses around. You say, you know what, go and get me this stone, do this, do that. I want to build this structure. And then you just abandon that structure and move on to something else.
This seems like deeply rooted personal issue.
It's not deeply rooted. I just don't want to go into some mines again. There's no point.
Mind, you're trying to get underground.
Yeah, in my own safe space, not in an actual mountain where there's all sorts of things.
What
If
sort
it's
of thing?
treasure and payment you seek, maybe a belt of dwarven kind will swing their favour.
No.
No.
No, I think it would. I think it would swing the favor. Yeah.
He is already dwarf. What benefit would belt of dwarven kind do to him?
He would be even more dwarf. He just shrinks.
What does a belt of dwarven kind do? Do we know?
I have no idea.
Right, I'm going to Google that. While wearing this belt, your constitution score increases by 2. Advantage on charisma.
Swing.
In addition, while attuned, 50% chance of growing a beard or a thicker beard. If you aren't a dwarf, advantage on saves against poison.
I guess it's that dwarves already have, so it's like if you're not already a dwarf,
Buffs you, makes you more dwarfish.
yeah, but because he's already a dwarf, you actually get less benefits from it.
Well, no, it did say like your beard grows bushier. So whatever attributes Ben can decide to make him more dwarf.
Dwarfen.
He's up to it, dwarfen. It's up to him. If you're not interested,
I'm curious what I would look like with beard.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, actually, yeah, I think that's going to be pretty interesting.
Everyone knows that the most manly thing there is a dwarf. You can always
I think the most manly
person.
thing is
somewhere that the most manly species is the torso. I'm sure I've heard of that about people. Always say that. Yeah.
Look,
I think
the number one
manly
thing to determine a man is how hairy he is.
Yeah.
I have hair in places that would make your ears curl. So if you can imagine getting this belt of dwarven kind would improve your hair collection and also your testosterone. And if you were into the ladies, they would swoon much easier. You would have them in the palm of your hand.
It still doesn't benefit the fact that I don't particularly want to do this.
Okay. I'll give you 5 gold. I'll give you 5 gems. That'll be 250 gold worth of gems.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, I'll stand outside. I'll dictate you all to do it. I'll do what this guy does and show you all like what these mountain dwarves, as they call themselves, do. These lead mountain dwarfs. Get me this, get me that.
Would you not be hypocritical?
No, I'm going to prove a point. And it keeps me out of the mountains, so I don't mind.
If you go up past Sunnyside Farm and keep going, what's that?
He's suddenly become Yorkshire. I don't think he was before.
No. Up past Clover Ranch, and you'll get to the Fell Mines.
Well, we're going towards the farm anyway, so you know what? We may call by, we may not. We'll see.
Well, I would really, really love your help.
I'm sure you would.
Accent is from either. Okay. Well, Bryson Salisbury bids you good day, and off you trot. But along the route, so you're travelling north along the road, and the warm tropical sun peaks over the horizon, and with the sea humidity, you sweat profusely. After several hours, 2 hours, of trekking, you see a man lying on the side of the road up ahead, and there's a troubled woman kneeling over him. The man is lying on his back with his eyes closed, and his arm is outstretched towards the woman. The woman is weeping uncontrollably, and her hands are trembling. She has a wild look, like she's about to collapse. Both are covered in sweats, and their clothes are stained with blood.
Hello?
I'm
Please,
gonna take out my
please.
spear and move towards them.
Please help, yeah. Please help my husband. He's fallen ill.
I mean, how?
a little bit worse
He was
than ill.
beaten. He was beaten by a gang. Please get down off your horses. Come and aid us. He's bleeding.
Stay beside. I healed as good as I can.
Well, no. Mushroom Man.
I jump off my donkey and get the snot that's been coming down its nose and smother it all over the man's face.
I stop that. I stop him from doing that.
Let's all hear him.
Oh,
You are not helping with medical practice.
what is your name?
She doesn't reply. Instead, what she does
His ambushes us.
is
Roll initiative.
seems to smash a vial
Okay, yeah.
on the floor. This gas overtakes you. I need a con save.
Oh my god.
Could this happen to be poison? I
11.
do have advantage on that.
What? I'm the only one who doesn't have advantage.
Tough.
Jacob, you fall unconscious. You don't know anymore. And that's where we're going to leave it for this session. So we're on our way. We're on our way finally.